even though I have everything.
Why am I always anxious? It affected everything that I want to do.
What should I do?
Who may I trust?
Where can I look for help? I don't know if I can keep going through this. I feel like I just want to disappear.
Mentaline is the one-stop solution for everything related to mental health.
It is a platform with vast network of clinical psychologists, psychiatrists, all who support professionals with all of the support.
Really okay. Appointment booking, online consultation, patient management system, and many more. We established a training platform of more than the support group in Malaysia. Hello, I am Amira. My name is Christy. I am Awada.
I'm Matua Aziz. We are
Hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Testing, testing. Okay.
Everyone has that one eccentric uncle that sometimes is just a little bit crazy and throwing a tantrum or two. But I'm not saying that he is literally crazy, but the stress is real. And when you get help, you get ridiculed by it. And that is why we are here. We would like to help people like my uncle. That is why I propose to you Mentaline. We have identified 3 major problem statements that we want to solve. Number 1 is stigma and labeling. Number 2 is lacking in awareness. Number 3 is treatment is available but not being used. Let's break it down. For example, if someone goes to a psychiatric ward to see a psychiatrist, people would say, "Are you crazy? Going to a psychiatrist to meet a psychiatrist? Do you have a mental issues?" So you will feel disheartened and totally you don't want to go to the hospital anymore because of that. And according to WHO, 800,000 people committed suicide every year, and sadly 1,500 of those people are Malaysians. The pertinent issue here is basically people are not aware they are sick. That's what we want to solve. And at Mentaline, what we propose to you is basically a solution that is non-intrusive, create awareness, and basically the best thing is you don't even need to go to the hospital to get any treatment. Right? We propose a digital one-stop center platform that directly links the communities to the certified professional service providers. And we have 5 features that we think could solve the problem. Number 1 is basically virtual clinic, whereby we have an online consultation platform that users could handpick which professional service provider that they want. And number 2, we have a patient management system that automates the process of calendar booking, for example, appointment, as well as the online consultation itself. And we have a self-assessment whereby the user could self-assess their stress level, anxiety level, or depression level using tests that is accepted worldwide, such as DAS tests. And we have a community of support group to support, to actually create the traffic in our app, as well as to engage with each other, as well as the experts. And number 5, we have webinars whereby we cater for a user who is not confident enough to go for an online consultation but is interested enough in the subject matter. In Mentaline, we propose to you two business models. Number one is B2B, number two is C2C. For this C2C, we basically connect the user with the professional service provider using our app, and for B2B, we target organization and institution to subscribe to our plan, whereby they do not need to hire any professional service provider to solve related problems in their organization, for example. And what we do is we take 15% of commission for every transaction. And what we are displaying here is basically a potential revenue if we manage to capture 10% of the market in Malaysia with an average service fee of RM100.
Creating an impact is our utmost priority. It is okay not to be okay. It is okay to have a mental health problems. It is okay to seek treatment for it. For some of us, it's a phase that we're going through in life, and for some of us, it's a lifelong management. Have you ever had someone, your loved ones, those who suddenly know themselves or often disappear, know about us, get them to seek treatment about us? Mental health is the same as the physical health. It is a clinical problem that you need to seek help for it, have the awareness for it. In the end, we want to create a community support groups for everyone so that you guys are not alone. As per WHO, 450 million will annually suffer from mental health problems. And in Malaysia, as per the National Mobility Survey, 30% or roughly 9.3 million people suffer for either depression or anxiety. And from these market sizes, if you take 5%, that is roughly 930,000 clients. But we want to help everyone of all mental health problems. Our target user, we have a dual market. One is the market of service provider, and the other one is the customers, the clients.
This is what Mentaline can do for you. Research for the expert, review your listing, and book for your favorite doctor. And we're done. You can now meet your doctor online. Our apps will be convenient for you. The virtual clinic allows us to have a direct consultation in this age of social distancing. Second, the user
Basically, what we offer to the service providers is a market of high potential customers, and for basically the users is an online consultation. They do not need to go outside of their house to get the service, as well as competitive pricing because there's a lot of service providers in one app.
Our sales and marketing planning had restarted since July, but due to the COVID-19 and also public holidays, we execute everything and took a month to execute everything. And we first create our own social media and website first to get followers. If you guys to visit our social media and website, you guys can see our team color, which is pink and orange, together with our unique selling point. We will never leave you alone. And we also can say that our effort in social media advertising and promotion is quite succeeded because within a month, we managed to get more than 2,000 people engaged with us. We also offering free online consultation for our collaboration partner, which is UniKL, Mara, and we managed to get 31 customers within 3 days.
We have projected our financial planning with a forecast cash flow and long-term profitability. To calculate our cash flow, we have made a few key assumptions. With this assumption, we had calculated a $42,700 cash balance at the end of first year operation. To calculate for long-term profitability, we apply discounted cash flow. With this discounted cash flow, we calculate our internal rate of return, IRR. With 15% discount rate, we estimate a 64.4% internal rate of return, IRR. To accomplish this, we identify a few potential sources of fund. These potential sources of fund are pitching competitions, venture capitals, and also government grants from MTDC and MDEC.
So our mission and vision for the company is to create a platform which connects client with professional service provider, as well as the vision is to build a large community that is open and transparent with mental well-being issues. And in terms of our long-term plan, what we want to establish on our first year is basically to register our company and do market survey as well as customer requirement studies that moves concurrently with our prototype development, and then we'll engage with a lot of communities, NGOs through our social media, and by the end of the first year, we want to have our prototype deployed. And on the 5th year, we want to add some more extra features whereby we would include e-commerce platform so that the user could get the medicine without too much of a hassle, and also we enhance and optimize several of our platform, and then we will target more than 100,000 downloads as well as 1,000 registered professional service provider. And on the 10th year, we would ideally want to expand our business into the international market, such as in Southeast Asia, as well as we would target about people that download our app would reach up to 10 million total downloads, as well as up to 100,000 registered professional service provider, and have an annual revenue of around 10 million. Thank you for your ears. If you help me, you could help people like my uncle. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much to the team. Incredible. Alright, so right now we'll move into our question and answer session. So first up, may I have Ms. Juliana?
Hi, good afternoon. I think it's so good that you guys are concentrating on this, because I think there's a lack of it in Malaysia. I think because of, like you said, perception and all that, right? Okay, I just want to understand the interaction between the, what do you call that, the psychiatrist and all that. It's online, right? But is it face to face, or is it messages, or how does it work?
Hello. Okay, it works through voice call. So the professional service provider or experts could see the patient clearly because of the high internet speed currently. And before it was not possible because of the low internet speed.
And you're working with government hospitals as well?
Right.
Or just with the university? I saw the one university.
Okay, for currently, when we move our 0.1 for the platform, we engage with our the ones that we are easy to reach for. So we reach for UniKL, and we reach for Mara to get their professional experts, because for example in UniKL they have 22 counselors and 1 psychiatrist and 1 psychologist, and for Mara they also have a few of those.
Okay, just probably you guys also want to approach the local government hospitals, because apparently they also provide services, and if I'm not mistaken, it's free as well. Just that I think the public doesn't know the existence of this service. Okay, the last one. Can you probably explain how does the fees work, especially with the B2B?
Hello, testing. Sorry. Okay, for B2B, for example, Mara, they need to hire a psychologist, psychiatrist in their company. But the problem is, if people do not use, it gets wasted. So with our app, for example, if you give them a subscription plan for a certain amount of fee every month, then first and foremost, their staffs could actually use our apps to choose which professional service provider that they want, and therefore, also moreover, the company could get the best of the experts, because we have so much experts in our platform.
Thank you. Alright, next. Dokter?
I'd like to know whether you have done any competitive analysis because I can't see that in your.
Right, thank you for the question. Right, this is our competitors analysis, whereby we compare with Doctor to You, the local app, Naluri, as well as Bookdoc. So what we have that they don't have is basically we are user friendly in terms of we have a support group that works like, for example, social media, because we understand that we need to keep traffic in our app. So to have a support group is just logical in order to gain the traffic every now and then. And then we have an online patient management system which automates the process of calendar booking, online consultation, as well as the appointment itself.
As you say, it's a stigma, right? So how are you going to market this to the user? That's first question. And related to that is that why would I, as a service provider, choose to use your platform? What advantage you give to me compared to any of those platforms?
Okay, the first question, I will answer the question. Okay, for Doctor to You, for example, there are diverse kind of specialization. That's number one. Number two, they don't have a lot of traffic in their app because a lot of people do not know yet of their app. But our app, once we create the support group, basically everyone will know of our app. That's number one. And to solve the stigma issue is basically people do not want to go to the hospital to receive the treatment. They do not want to get seen by people. And therefore, when you do an online consultation, it solves the process of you going to the hospital, thus solving the stigma.
And I would like to add to that as well. So basically, what we have that the other day we have that all the super sugar for us is that it is an ecosystem for the service provider. Because if you seek for the mental health treatment, for some of us, we may want to approach the psychologist first to seek the counseling. But for the other of us, want to directly approach the psychiatrist because the problem is too severe. And also, we want this interaction between this service provider to provide a holistic ecosystem of treatment for the customer or for the patients. And in terms of the question that you asked regarding the target market, we are actually opening the market to them. Because right now, just like our problem statement, the treatment is there, the treatment is available, but it's not widely used. People don't know how to search for it, how to seek for it. So we are the bridge that link this together. You can say that we are the Grab as to the taxi driver, or and also to the one that hail the taxi. So yeah, those are who we are.
Alright, thank you panel of judges, and once again, thank you Incredibles. Let us give Incredibles a round of applause. Thank you. Alright, so I would like to repeat myself once more. So remember to always put on your mask at all times, alright?